What is up, everybody? It's your boy R2, and Jason Momoa, Aquaman himself, was at Comic-Con experience in Brazil, and he talked a little bit about Aquaman, Batman v Superman, and just good stuff that I want to hear about Aquaman, man. He goes on to say that he will appear 4 times as Aquaman, and if you break that down, it's basically what he's saying is he has a 4-movie contract, and we all assume those movies are going to be Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, Justice League Part 1 and Part 2, and his own solo Aquaman film. And talking about his own solo Aquaman film, he goes on to say that if he had a choice in it, he would want Zack Snyder to direct Aquaman because he had so much fun, and he really likes Zack Snyder and his work because of what he did in Batman v Superman and what he was a part of in Batman v Superman. So that basically kind of confirms that Aquaman will show up in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, and we all kind of already knew that, but it just gave us a little confirmation that he will show up in Batman v Superman. And just to go off on a little side note, he also goes on to say that if he wasn't playing Aquaman, he would want to play Lobo. Now that's interesting because a lot of people actually wanted him to play Lobo because he looks so much like the character with his long hair. He kind of has like evil face, man, but it's a good evil face, you know? It's like a menacing, he has that menacing body, that face and everything. So just put a little makeup on him and boom, you have Lobo. But I'm just glad he's not Lobo and he's Aquaman because he's gonna be a badass Aquaman. And talking about badass, he goes on to say, he's quoted saying, "Aquaman will be a badass, otherwise they wouldn't have cast me for the role." And that's just great, man. Aquaman is gonna be a badass. He is a badass. There's a lot of people that are skeptics. And talking about the skeptics, he also goes on to say that Aquaman will silence the skeptics in this upcoming movie, in the upcoming movies, the upcoming DC universe for that matter. And I'm really glad because Aquaman's been made fun of, you know, he's been poked fun at and everything. And he's really a great hero, man. You just gotta really understand that he's awesome, he's great. You just gotta really read his comic books and read them. All I gotta say is just read his New 52 stuff and you're solid, and maybe go back to the old stuff, you know, find those key stories in his history and great stuff like that. But otherwise, he's saying all the right things here, and I just can't wait to see him on the big screen and see what he does with Aquaman and how he's gonna take on that persona of Arthur Curry and Aquaman being half Atlantean, and also he's gonna be half Hawaiian, so therefore shutting down the rumors suggesting that he was gonna be the son of Poseidon, because that would have took a lot from his character. But I'm glad they're going with half Atlantean and half Hawaiian, because that's just awesome. Because I think Jason Momoa himself is half Hawaiian, or he is Hawaiian, or he's Samoan, or something of a Pacific Islander, something like that. I'm just really glad to hear all of this. Momoa is saying all the great things that I want to hear, and I'm just glad, you know, this is great news for all of Aquaman fans. And so please put your thoughts down below, and it's your boy R2 reminding you to stay nerdy, my friends.